What's up, YouTube? This is Half Man, Half Cichlid, bringing you another important video on reducing maintenance in your aquariums. I've noticed with the holidays around the corner, there are a lot of videos popping up on how to reduce aquarium maintenance. I'm sure this is because everyone is so busy this time of year, and maybe sometimes there's crunch time between buying presents and cleaning your aquariums. But anyway, back to sumps. I could produce at least 5 videos on sumps, from the design, the engineering, to media selection, the biology, and the plumbing. However, this video is going to focus on why sumps are low maintenance relative to other filtration options and why they're so effective. In particular, why they're such a better option than canister filters. The focus will be on large aquariums, say 200 gallons or more, where sumps are more practical and actually a less expensive option than having multiple canisters. The sump you're looking at is 110 gallon. It services my 500 gallon African cichlid tank, which sits directly above it. And to give you an idea how this would compare to canister filters, I'm going to use the example of an FX6, Fluval FX6. The flow rate on this sump, the return rate of water back to the aquarium, is the equivalent of 10 FX6s. But more importantly, the media volume, even with the sump only filled 70% with water and media, it's the equivalent of, get ready for this, 50 FX6s. I don't think I need to explain to this audience why this filtration capacity on a large tank is so important and why it contributes not only to less maintenance but better aquarium health. Just a quick description of the chambers. Starting from the right, there's an aeration chamber. There's a chamber with a pad that's used as sort of a semi, what do they call them, filters that grow algae, an algae scrubber. There's socks, followed by these sponges, a K1 Caldes media, and then porette foam of various thicknesses and porosities. But back to maintenance. When I designed the system, my design goals were to never have to change any of these media chambers or clean the media in them more than once every 3 months. Also to have 0 disposable media. No pinky or filter floss to mess with and dispose of and get clogged. Another goal was to be able to run the sump uninterrupted when I service any of the media chambers. So be able to clean any chamber out and just let the thing continue humming and running and filtering the tank. And lastly, less than 10 minutes maintenance time required to service any of the media chambers. Now in the final design, and with my experience so far, I've met all of these goals. However, I far exceeded a couple of them. For example, I have media chambers that go for 6 months without cleaning. The porette foam, which is in the middle of the shot here. The sponge scrubbies, which go for 9 months. And the K1 Caldes media, the media that's swirling around in the swirl chamber, that never has to be cleaned. And I'm basing this on the experience not only with this sump so far, but another sump I have supporting my 340 gallon. I also want to point out, and I think this is important, that this sump design This system has essentially solved all the sore spots I hear from especially the African cichlid community and the monster fish tank community, things that people complain about with canister filters, such as it eliminates the multiple hoses hanging in it everywhere. It eliminates the multiple canisters that you have, that you need to have sufficient filtration capacities. It saves you having to look at, I think it was Jay Wilson referred to it as the hippopotamus poop that you see when you open up a canister filter. It saves the monthly messy cleaning jobs, saves messy spills, and very importantly, it saves the loss of biological capacity when you clean your filter. Most of the media that I'm using just require simple cleaning, and they do retain most of their biological activity. My previous video to this one was how to eliminate bottom vacuuming of your aquarium. I can tell you with a sump instead of canister filters, with elimination of vacuuming my aquarium, and with the automation of water changes, I have cut my aquarium maintenance time by at least 75%. Gives me a lot of extra time for Christmas shopping. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something for it. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. This is Half Man, Half Cichlid.